Then came the twist. They would be forced to fight each other in pairs using wooden swords dressed in shredded clothing designed to mock them. The winners would be claimed by Rome's champions. The losers would die. Wooden swords were handed out. Sabina gripped hers, the rough wood scraping her palm. Across from her stood Comacicus, Dysnomia's sister, the woman who once taught Livia to weave and sang at her engagement ceremony. Their eyes locked. The crowd screamed for blood. The master of games raised his hand, dropped it. Neither woman moved. The raw, shifted excitement turned to confusion, then rage. "Fight!" the crowd yelled. Cowards, barbarians. Trash began to rain down. Olive pits, food scraps, whatever spectators had in reach. Still, the women didn't lift their swords. It was the only resistance left to them: refusal. For 90 full seconds, the greatest empire on earth was publicly defied by two unarmed women standing still. Then the guards stormed in. The stage drama dissolved into real violence. Comacicus was struck from behind with the flat of a sword, collapsing to the sand. The crowd cheered. Sabina screamed and rushed toward her, letting the wooden sword drop.
Load up on guns, bring your friends. It's fun to lose and to pretend. She's overboard and self-assured. I know, a dirty word.
letting the wooden sword drop. Both were dragged away, not to execution, but to something the audience found just as entertaining. The real horror begins. In the hypogeum below, the bureaucratic engine of Roman exploitation kept moving without hesitation. A scribe entered a note into the record: 20 female captives, Dayan origin, processed for post-victory allocation. Next line: 2 resistant transferred to private chambers for champion exclusive use. What came next became Rome's most polished system of dehumanization. Human beings reduced to inventory. Sabina and Comacicus were separated, each taken to different rooms, small stone chambers with benches, iron rings embedded into the walls, and doors locking only from the outside. They were clean, organized, and terrifying precisely because everything was planned. This wasn't improvised cruelty. These rooms were part of the arena's design, just as intentional as the lion cages or gladiator lifts. At 4, Gaius Valerius Maximus entered Sabina's chamber. The door opened, their eyes met. He was still in full arena gear, someone else's blood streaked across his chest. She was cornered against the far wall, drained, unarmed. Between them stood the full weight of Roman law. He had complete legal power. She had none. She was classified as spoils reward, earned through killing. History doesn't tell us what Gaius thought. Did he see a person? Did he see property? Did he question the system that turned him into both weapon and prisoner? All we know comes from a clerk's routine report, not from either of them. Then the unimaginable happened. An act of rebellion. Gaius took off his helmet, set his sword aside, and sat down with his head in his hands. For 5 long minutes, he said nothing. Sabina remained frozen, bracing for violence that never came. Finally, he spoke in broken Dayan, a language he had picked up from other captives. "What was his name?" he asked. "Mine," she replied. "No, the man they made you watch die." "Disobedience." "No, the one from today."